Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this. You mentioned Kentucky, and I want to dive in there because there were two guys that kind of came back this weekend. I know Aaron Bradshaw's first game was during the week, but he had 17 points, 11 boards, 3 blocks, in a win over Penn for Kentucky. We're going to talk about Brian here in a second, but T.O. Bradshaw, with him in the fold, how does this change? Does it change what Kentucky can be? Does it change the way that you view this team, big picture?
Yeah, I think so. Just because he provides some rim protection. I think Trey Mitchell's a very good player, but he's not like the most athletically inclined to get up there and block one that's at the top of the square. Aaron Bradshaw provides that, and he's got some pretty
He's
good skill
huge,
too.
man.
Look, huh?
I did not realize. I forgot how big he was until you see him out there, and it's like, holy shit! That, like, one, that dude's got the longest legs probably on the planet, and two, like, he's
He's
making
all
these,
arms and legs.
yeah, he's making these
He's got
dudes
like
from
this
Penn look.
short little torso, and he's got 7'1" worth of legs and arms. Like it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
And here's the thing too, is like when we go and watch people at the Peach Jam, like every kid in that building is so big that you don't like sometimes you have a hard time differentiating who's 6'10" and who's like 7 foot, 7'1". He's a he's a big dude.
Mm-hmm.
And he provides a different lob threat, some vertical spacing that Trey Mitchell doesn't provide. And I'm going to be honest, it looks like he can shoot it. It looks like he can shoot it. Is Cal going to let him shoot it a lot?
I hope so.
Depends on his consistency in practice. That all
Mm-hmm.
being said, he looks like he can shoot it. I think he provides something different, if nothing else. I love what Kentucky's done offensively this year, going 5 out and letting Trey Mitchell kind of figure it out, kind of trying to do the little bit of the same thing that Marquette does with Oso Ighodaro. Like they extended a little bit further out. They're not as good at it, but they have probably some of the most talented freshmen, or not probably, they do have the most talented freshmen in the country as a collective unit.
Mm-hmm.
And they have, with Bradshaw, they gives them something else, and they're still waiting on one more. Like that's the crazy part about this. I hope that they continue to go 5 out. I hope that they don't play them together because I think the quickness and the ability to get to the lane at will has really made Kentucky look good at times this season.
Yeah, the big thing, Fanta, is going to be if Justin Edwards can kind of come good and look like the guy that's going to be a lottery pick, it'll make it a lot easier for Cal to say, okay, we can put you in at the 4, and we don't have to play Trey Mitchell and Aaron Bradshaw together.
Right. More than anything, the reason why Kentucky has lived up to the hype for the most part to this point is because they're knocking down perimeter shots. And they're getting that perimeter shot making from Robert Dillingham and Reed Sheppard. Those guys are able to get a little bit hot. And when they hit a three, it feels like 4 or 5.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, Dillingham, he had 3 threes against Penn. Sheppard comes in off the bench. He only hit one. But Reed is, you can't just call him a shooter right now. He's jumped into first round draft boards because he affects winning. He impacts winning. So the fact that you can bring him in off the bench, you can bring Dillingham in off the bench. Like I like the dynamic of their team right now. And Bradshaw, none of what he did over the weekend against Penn was necessarily surprising. It's just how quickly it's happened. But
Right.
John Calipari didn't back away from it over the summer. Like he didn't bring up Sheppard as much, but he told us all Bradshaw could be the best of the bunch.
Yeah.
So the fact that they were doing what they were doing now Big Blue Nation's gonna be mad at me. I know they're gonna be mad at me, and I get it. I don't think your win over Miami was as good as we thought it was.
I agree with that too.
No.
Okay, so
We
Miami,
discounted how good Jordan Miller and Isaiah Wong were.
Yeah.
You can't just plug and play like guys like that.
well, exactly from a Final
Yeah.
Four team. So, but also we shouldn't totally discount. We shouldn't count out the Colorado Buffaloes because that's a really good team, and they could be special. Pac-12 is sneaky. Pac-12, it's interesting. In their last year of existence, their football and basketball, they're trying to go out with a bang. You could just you
Yeah,
could
they
sense it.
are. They're
How
yeah.
how wild would that be if the Pac-12, the last year that the Pac-12 exists, Arizona wins the college basketball national championship and Washington wins the college football national championship? That'd be
It's
the
not
best thing
crazy.
ever.
It's the conference of champions.
Yes, let's go out on top. I'm kind of rooting for that right now.
League had a good weekend. I mean, Utah and Colorado, and
Utah
there
looks
were
nice.
others. I mean, there were
Utah
others
looks good.
that came up big. But I think more than anything with Kentucky, they're a top 15 team, and they're only going to probably get better. Now it's on the coach to get this formula 2 times what it is today. Like, I want to see their in-season growth. You think these kids are only going to keep on coming in their own? So your take in the preseason about national title contenders is now it's in realm. It's within the realm of reason. Now it's about being consistent.
Well, yeah, here's what Cal's job is now. It's figuring out how to iron out the floor, right? How to get rid of being the team that blew a 14-point lead in the second half to Kansas, where you're the team that was up by 14 over Kansas on a neutral court. Getting rid of the performances, especially defensively, like against UNC Wilmington, where you give up 80 points in your own building to a mid-major program, right? And finding ways to be the team that, look, I know that Miami is not the Miami that we thought they were a week and a half ago, but you still blitzed them in the second half, right? You still put up 95 on them. You know, finding those performances and being able to get the floor so it's a little bit closer to what you are when you are your absolute best. Because when they're their best, I think that they can outplay anybody in college basketball for 20 minutes. I don't think that's a hot take. I don't know if they can put together 40 minutes, and I don't know if they can put together a 6-game run where you don't have an awful 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. So it's about finding that level of consistency. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use the bonus code FIELD200 and you will receive $200 in bonus bets instantly when placing your first wager of at least $10 with BetMGM. Here's what you got to do. Download the BetMGM app. Sign up using the bonus code FIELD200. Deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game regardless of sport. You will receive $200 in bonus bets regardless of the outcome of your wager. Just make sure that you use the bonus code FIELD200 when you sign up. And remember, BetMGM is now available under one wallet in select states. As a New Jersey resident, this is super convenient for me when I have to go cover games in New York or Philly. When crossing state borders, just log into your existing account instead of having to create new accounts in each state that you go to. And most importantly, I got to let you know, we do have some fun stuff coming up for this college basketball season. Bet insurance tokens, college hoops odds boosts, my personal favorite, parlay odds boosts. So download the BetMGM app today. Thank you for watching The Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.